بهره برداری امن از موبایل و اینترنت، زن، حقوق فردی و اجتماعی، سازوکارهای جلوگیری از نقض حقوق بشر، پویشی در مفهوم دموکراسی، مروری بر پایگیری نهادهای مدنی در ایران، اندیشه‌های نوین از حقوق کارگران، آموزش خبرنگاری، حقوق شهروندی امروز و محیط زیست. توانا، رایگان توانایی ما را به سمت انسان امروزین جهانی متمدن تازه می کند. برای شرکت در این کلاس ها به توانا.org بروید و با جیمیل مستعار ثبت نام کنید. از طریق فیسبوک، توییتر و شبکه یوتیوب می توانید آموزشکده توانا را دنبال کنید. توانا آموزشکده است برای جامعه مدنی ایران.
I'm Jeremy Zimmerman. I'm the co-founder of la Quadrature du Net, a citizen organization defending fundamental freedoms online. We build a citizen toolbox with tools where everybody can, tools that everybody can pick to understand when freedoms are attacked online, and tools to enable citizens to participate in the public debate and try to change things. Well, it depends on the days. When you look at the impact of WikiLeaks, when you look at the Arab Spring, when you look at things that we build every day, such as Wikipedia or free software, there are very good reasons to be optimistic. When you look at the young generation not knowing the difference between Facebook and the internet, then you can be pessimistic. When you look at how governments and companies try to increase their control over a free, decentralized and universal internet, then you have reasons to be very pessimistic. But then, when something such as SOPA and PIPA arrives in the US, and that the whole of the internets manage to counter the influence of Hollywood and wins, then you can be very optimistic. And when we may be about to kick ACTA out of the EU and therefore kill it forever in the European Parliament, which may happen in the next weeks, then also I think we have reasons of being optimistic. It's like if the network public sphere that we build with a free internet is growing and getting more and more mature, like if the internets are getting adult in a way and taking care of countering those projects that attack them. Attacks to the free and decentralized and universal infrastructure that is the internet come from several angles. It comes, and it's obvious, in authoritarian regime from governments who try to just censor the internet, to block access to certain content, service and applications. But what is much less visible is that some companies do exactly the same kind of restrictions with their users. When they breach net neutrality to try to invent new business models and say, oh, you won't have access to voice over IP or no peer-to-peer or no video service on your mobile phone. It is the very same mechanisms and actually the very same machines that are programmed within the network as the ones of the political censorship. Also, when those copyright industries in the war against sharing, in the war against their clients that they're waging for the last 15 years, are now saying, oh yeah, and to combat the sharing of files not for profit between individuals, we need to take measures to deter further infringement. They put pressure on the operators, so they would implement the same kind of mechanisms, blocking of content, filtering of communications, automatic removal of posted content. So the biggest threat is that we let any actor, any centralized actor, whether it's a government or a company, interfere with our freedom of communication, with our freedom to information, and with our right to privacy. Whatever restriction to internet access you're considering, in the end it boils down to an architectural issue. The internet with an uppercase I is a universal, decentralized and open architecture. It means that everybody, everywhere on the internet has access to the very same content, service, applications, and the ability to send some, to create some. So whenever the Iranian government says that you are not able to access these contents about breast cancer or something like this because it is indecent, or when my mobile phone operator says that I cannot access peer-to-peer for some reason, in the end it is about re-centralizing the architecture of the internet. It is about saying, oh, instead of letting everybody communicate with everything, you have to go through me, whether me is the government or a company, and as you have to go through me, then I have this extra power, and then I can choose what is accessible or not. It is a kind of balkanization of the internet into sub-networks that is extremely damageable for the universal value that we all share, the humanist values of freedom of expression, of democratic participation, and of privacy. Actually, my crystal ball is broken at the moment, so I cannot really forecast the future. Now, what I'm seeing is that these issues are becoming more and more political. Political in a bad sense, when governments think, we could increase our control over the internet, it would be useful. But political also in the good sense, which means that citizens care about what is going on. So we see it with ACTA at the moment on the European Parliament. Very important upcoming votes on this 21st of June in the Inter Committee, and the plenary probably in very early July. And so we see citizens caring about ACTA, going on the interwebs, getting documentation, sending email, calling their MEPs, taking the streets, and so on and so on. So this is what gives me hope, is that these issues that we know, we the hackers, we the geeks, we use the internet for so long, we know how crucial are those issues for the future of a society. We know that we are here facing a choice between an open society and a closed totalitarian society that could turn into a nightmare. We know that for a long time, but now those ideas are gaining ground, and those ideas are getting more and more politicized, and more people are caring about it. So I expect that the strange relationship between the citizens and the institutions who want to increase the control over the internet is shifting at the moment. We've seen fantastic citizen movements in the last years that with more or less success managed to change things. Not always topple the government, but always change things in society. And the common point between the Green Revolution in Iran, between Occupy Wall Street, between the Tunisian and Egyptian revolutions, the common element is the internet. Internet was used to debate, to crystallize a public opinion, then to organize the people together, and maybe as importantly, to make the rest of the world able to see what was going on. And when those parameters are together, we, the internet, can achieve great things.
بهره برداری امن از موبایل و اینترنت، زن، حقوق فردی و اجتماعی، سازوکارهای جلوگیری از نقض حقوق بشر، پویشی در مفهوم دموکراسی، مروری بر پایگیری نهادهای مدنی در ایران، اندیشه‌های نوین از حقوق کارگران، آموزش خبرنگاری، حقوق شهروندی امروز و محیط زیست. توانا، رایگان توانایی ما را به سمت انسان امروزین جهانی متمدن تازه می کند. برای شرکت در این کلاس ها به توانا.org بروید و با جیمیل مستعار ثبت نام کنید. از طریق فیسبوک، توییتر و شبکه یوتیوب می توانید آموزشکده توانا را دنبال کنید. توانا آموزشکده است برای جامعه مدنی ایران.